All right. Favorite cartoon to watch on a Saturday morning as a kid?
Ooh, Batman.
Favorite character?
Batman.
Why?
Cause he was just real mysterious and he was cool. And the old school Batman wasn't like the new age Batman. Like he had like some like the real darkness to it. The old school cartoons was different. The new cartoons make me feel like I'm on like ADHD. Like everything just moving so quick. Man.
If you had to have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Okay. Shrimp and grits.
We are already superheroes. What
Okay.
is your superpower?
Like Professor X. That'd be my superpower. Tap into people's mental.
What would you do with that?
Get everybody to play my music.
If you could no longer rap, how would you artistically express yourself?
To be honest, I would probably be teaching other people how to be creative and tap into their own creative abilities. I used to work with adolescents and teens and even people in like group homes. So feeding into other people would probably be my other talent.
When did your musical journey begin?
I want to say around when I turned about like 18, between 18 and 19, I was more of a late bloomer when it hit me.
What were you doing before 18 and 19 to express your art?
Wow. Singing other people's songs and practicing, rehearsing other people's music. Like I have a vivid history of like memorizing other people's verses and then like rapping them in the mirror. It sounds funny, but then like I used to play sports, so when I used to like say other people's verses and say other people's music, it would kind of lock me in.
Who was your favorite artist to listen to before you started rapping?
Jay-Z. Mm-hmm.
A favorite rap lyric?
It's a Lil Wayne rap lyric. I'm trying to say it in my head, but I can't get it right now. That's crazy.
All right, what's your favorite rap lyric of yourself?
Of myself, my alarm clock similar to a gunshot. The party was jumping and then the fun stops. Life after death, but my time spent is a pit stop.
What does that mean to you?
For me, time is always moving. You know, like I believe that our souls actually do move past this realm. So right now it's just one period of time, but it's gonna keep on going further.
Where are you from?
Oakland, California. Yay!
What made you choose a different route just growing up?
The people around me, actually. I had homies that would be into, some of the darker sides of life. I had other homies that would be like geniuses and engineers and everything. And me, I found myself connecting with both. So I wound up just taking the middle route.
What sports did you play growing up?
Football.
Position.
Running back and cornerback.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean, I was cool.
Come on.
You feel me? I can hit people.
Talk it there.
Yeah,
Talk it there. With the music industry being so fickle, how do you remain just to have a good heart?
Like giving back to other artists, giving back to other people. I believe you give forward by helping everybody else. Like there's no just gems that I just need to just completely keep to myself. Like game is given when you share it around. So
What artist has been impactful in giving you game?
my homie GQ of Jamla Records, he was one of the first people that kind of took me underneath his wing and gave me a lot of game.
What advice stuck out to you the most?
Honestly, take it a day at a time and never get down on one moment and never think about one moment for too long because you're going to create so many in this, honestly, kind of like sports, you're going to create so many in this playing field. There's no need to just stick on one thing. Keep it going, keep it progressing.
Who was the first person to encourage you to pursue music?
Myself.
What were you doing it for at that point?
Honestly, for others, I'm a big giver. It took me a minute to kind of, I think, every artist I feel like has somewhat of an ego, but I was always trying to like give in my own type of way. Like for me, music is therapy, so I don't really make music just for myself. I feel like if I'm telling something that somebody else could feel, it could help them out on their journey. But I'm now also learning to be selfish in a healthy way. The more you pour into yourself, you're gonna give back to the next.
What was the first CD that you bought?
I'm a little ratchet. The Block is Hot by Lil Wayne.
You hear stories with artists just not having family support. Have you had to deal with that?
Yeah. My family's initial reaction to me, like kind of just diving in and being an artist was like, what happened to artists? Like artists, they slang drugs, they do this, they be in jail, they be getting shot. Like, that's what you want to do? I'm just like, how many different type of artists there are? Like, I kind of had to change that mental construct for them.
Do you ever take time to reflect on how much you've accomplished?
I've been learning to do that a little bit more. I think sometimes I'll be so much on the go, but I actually have a homie by the name of OG Davey who told me, he was like, bro, stop sometimes and think about everything you've done. So, you know, it kind of recharges you for going forward.
Do you remember your first time performing in front of a crowd?
Mm-hmm.
All right, walk us through that.
Man, so I'll give you the whole, like, up here. So we stood on D Nass. He was hosting something called Fresh Steps. And he actually had a show at New Parish. Me and my OG homie was like, come on, bro, we're going to go there. We went there. We bumped into him. When we bumped into him, he was like, man, give my young dog a shot. And at that point, he was like, all right, cool. I'll give you like a 7-minute set tomorrow. And I was just like, okay. You know, me, I'm juice. But then also, he low-key played me like 7 minutes. But, you know, I went up there. I rehearsed all night. I woke up, rehearsed during the day, and went up there, killed it. And after I killed it, he came up to me. He was like, my apologies. Like, you really about this. So that was the origin of me getting on stage.
MacArthur Maze.
Yay!
How did the group start?
Man, we were all in a group called Grand National, and then some of us just kind of built even more of a relationship and kind of like made a whole another subsection of the group, and we just love making music together. A band of brothers that really acknowledge each other's worth, and it just feels good rocking with everybody.
With you connecting with Drew Banga for your new project, how has that been?
That's my dog. Me and Drew been making music even before I was just, you know, quote unquote now Ian Kelly. My original artist name was, you know, Kales, standing for Killing Every Last Line Soulfully. We know what R. Kelly did, so you feel me, we had to go ahead and push the Kales away. But yeah, like me and Drew been making music almost close to a decade now.
What are you most excited about this new project that you're working on?
Honestly, I'm really excited about, it sounds like home for me. I was on a record label, and you know the record label has its own kind of vibe and sound. No longer a part of that record label, so to be making music that kind of feels like myself and home, it feels like real good to add all those aspects of myself now.
How do you want to be remembered?
As somebody that did it for his people, as somebody that did it from his heart, and as somebody that will forever be remembered for what they brought to this earth.
What do you want people to hear or feel when they hear your music?
I want people to hear themselves and feel themselves. Like I said, everything I'm saying is really relatability. You know, I'm not just saying anything that just should just be only for me. Like, I feel like other people can connect to what I'm saying.
All right, so what we're going to...
Lyric.
Say it right now. I dare you. I double dog.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and it ain't one.
Oh, come on now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good one.
My name is Ian Kelly from Oakland, California. Town Business. This is Just One Take Sessions, you heard?